So I've just nipped over to York. Spent a bit of time with Henry Wharton. Lovely, lovely guy. Um, I've met a lot of faces from British boxing world, and Josh Wharton is someone who stays in my head. Ricky Burns is really, really nice. Junior Witt is a top guy, but Henry's, he's almost like he's actually too nice to be a boxer. But I went over and we discussed. Uh, I've done been involved in 3 documentaries in the past, and it's about time. I haven't done one for four and a half years, and yeah, I'm basically got the wheels in motion to do like a film documentary on Henry. Uh, really well liked guy. I mean, anyone who knows can remember the boxing in the 90s. The tickets he sold was astounding. Um, these days, Josh Warrington is got a massive fan base. Whoever was behind Ricky Hatton was really astute and switched on. Everyone loved Ricky Hatton, but Henry was, he's just. I think anyone who knows him will you'd be kind of nodding your head when I'm saying this. Um, one of 11 children, born in Leeds. I think he was brought up in York, but obviously travelling community, which is it's boxing's a huge thing for them. It's bred in them. It's you know pugilism and Romani gypsies. It's what they do, and I've the last couple of months I've spent a bit of time with Henry now and um, interviewed him last year for the Mickey Duff book, and then I popped to his gym in October, I think it was, just before I went to London, and I kind of started thinking. I thought, like, I mean, anyone who knows his story, one of 11 children, and he was just around in. He was the same era as Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank. Obviously, had a third world title challenge against Robin Reed, Olympian, and he was definitely. I mean, to give you an example of the boxing guru, Mickey Duff thought of him. Mickey Duff. So Henry was the only guy who Mickey Duff ever paid a fee to. Henry didn't tell me that. I found out myself from the archives, and that's including Lennox Lewis. I did find something from Lennox Lewis. Said when I sat down with Mickey Duff, he literally wanted me for free, and Henry was given a fee by Mickey Duff, which Mickey Duff did not give away money. So that obviously just proves how much he thought of him. And yeah, he just fell short of a world title, but he actually beat world champions such as Vincenzo Nadiello and Mario Galvano. Yeah, he's in my head up there with Kirkland Lang, Ryan Rhodes, Harold Graham, Kevin Mitchell, Michael Watson. Um, the best fighter to never win a world title. British, Commonwealth, European, and yeah, just unfortunate he was in the same era as Ben Eubank, and he doesn't get the accolades that he deserves. He's he's kind of went on the radar. I told him tonight. I said, like, I've seen a few bits on YouTube, and I know he's involved with his gyms, and he's got a thriving little gym there tonight. I met a lot of the lads, so I'm going to be putting all the videos out next week. I met his cousin Billy Moore, right character. He pulled me and he went, "You're the guy from Middlesbrough who does the books, and you put something in a book." In fact, I actually put in the book that he was dead. So Billy, I'm sorry, mate. I'm going to put your video out tomorrow. Um, yeah, it was nice to see the resurrection of Billy Moore, and yeah, I think he's got a story. I think he didn't get the, I don't want to say respect, but I just think he's kind of, you see people on the telly, kind of British champions and the celebrities, and they're on telly, and Henry kind of he's shies away. He's a bit like Junior Witter. They did the talking in the ring, but boxing's a business as well. You need to be kind of character. You know what I mean? Uh, my wording of words is getting terrible. But saying that, I have been up for about 25 hours. Finished work at 7 o'clock this morning, and I thought I need to go and sit with Henry and have a chat with him. So that is a plan to. I'm going to be sitting down with an award-winning filmmaker. It's February tomorrow, so I'll be with the filmmaker and I'll be with Henry, and yeah, I can see. In fact, I've ordered his book. Well, Mrs. Boyle ordered me it, and now I don't read books because all I do is write them. And in fact, I've read two books in the last 12 years, I think, something like that. One was Mickey Duff's, one was another East End one. But I've got, I think it's called Henry's Dream. Can't remember. But yeah, I just think he's, that's my full aim is to. I said to Henry tonight, the only reason it won't happen is if you don't want to do it, and he's full on, and yeah, the guy deserves a lot more respect, a lot more. What's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. Just yeah, he's just one of them who kind of finished boxing. In my opinion, finished a little bit early, but he knew he was done, and he just kind of retired. Well, kind of almost retired without telling anyone. Do you know what I mean? There should have been. He's just one of those fighters that you just think, yeah, he should deserves to be kind of more spoken of, and but it's not him. But other people can do that, and yeah, as I said, he's definitely up there with your Ricky Burns, your Josh Warrington. Actually, just really, really a nice person. So when you meet him, that's when Josh and your Ricky Burns who have kind of got to know, and you think when you actually get to know him, you think you're actually even nicer than what I thought. So and Junior's a really good guy as well, as Johnny Nelson said, he's greatly misunderstood. But yeah, got his book out this year. But yeah, Henry Wharton documentary. And I know he's had a book out 10 years ago, but I don't know. I just think I think there could be something else, and I don't really want to write anyone else's book, but I like him. I like his story, and yeah, I remember watching him as a young amateur boxer myself. '94. So I was 14 when I was watching the Big Fight Live, ITV, Jim Watt, Jim Rosenthal. Those two actually were both interviewed for the Mickey Duff book, and you know, and he's on fighting Nigel Benn. In fact, actually put Nigel Benn on the floor. And before he fought Eubank, I can't remember if he fought a South African. Or was it Sam Story? I think it was a South African. And Eubank had an off day. And yeah, I remember the kind of thinking Eubank's there for the taking. And Eubank actually probably had a career best. It was just before he lost to Steve Collins. Might have even been the fight before. But he was just a horrible style, Eubank. He wasn't a devastating puncher, but he could hit hard and he was elusive and his footwork was excellent. And to mix it, to actually go 24 rounds with Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank, and of course this documentary, they're the first two names off the top of my head that you think, right, I want them in the documentary. And I'm actually just gonna stick one of the fights on now. So, Henry, it's been an absolute pleasure, sir. I will send you your Mickey Duff interview tomorrow. I'm too tired now. Um, I'm literally wired. But I'm gonna have a beer. In fact, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. I'm gonna have a couple of glasses of wine. But yeah, Henry Wharton documentary and the book. Watch this space.